Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia. Guys, am I proud to present you that Juventus? No, it was a disaster Juventus, a really bad Juventus. Did I celebrate the winning goal of Moisken? Yes, my man, I celebrated like it was a Champions League final win, because it was a Champions League goal and win today. It was a Champions League win today, because today it reassured me all the stress that I had since 2 days. I was not able to sleep. I was scared. I couldn't close an eye because I was sure that we would have lost today. I was convinced we would have lost today. Mamma mia, guys, I was scared. I was shitting my pants. I tell you the truth. I tell you the truth. I couldn't sleep. It was a disaster. It was a disaster. Mamma mia, like the people are saying in the chat. Ciao Maric, ciao Stavros. Disaster game. Disaster game. Abba is saying it was a bad game, but win. Let's go. Let's go. Ciao Vincenzo. He's happy, Alexander. I'm happy as well, because it's a disaster. Huh? If we are looking at the performance, we should be ashamed of the performance of Juve. But on the other hand, we can't change the Juventus that we have seen all season long in 1 week, not even, because we played midweek versus Fiorentina, so the energies were not there. Not even the players were there. Not even the players were there, because they were all injured. Mamma mia, I take the win. I take the win. Oh yes, I take the win. Oh yes, I take the win, my friends. And oh yes, I celebrate it. Thank you to the people that are doing the donations. Thank you, my friends. Thank you, Leon Brunech, who's saying, Ciao Beppe, I cannot stay long, but I am calling it. We are going to make top 4. We are going to make top 4. That's the call of my friends. So let's go to see the ranking of Serie A immediately. I want to see it, because I know it by heart, but I was not able to see it. So let me see the ranking. S'il vous plaît, monsieur. Alsjeblieft. Please, let me see the ranking of Serie A. Serie A. Serie A, Serie A, pay attention to the table. The table is saying that Milan is first. We knew they are fighting versus Inter. Hopefully Inter in the mud. Napoli 67, the beautiful Napoli. The magic Napoli has only 1 point over Juve. Only 1 point. But the most important thing for me, more important than the 1 point behind Napoli, it's the 8 points above Roma. 8 points above Roma. Even if Atalanta wins their game in hand, they are still behind Roma. So 8 points. Don't kill yourself. Juve, don't kill yourself. That's super important. Don't kill yourself, because there are 12 points. 12 points. Winning next week, we are nearly there. Versus Venezia. Don't miss the game again versus Venezia. Don't miss the game versus Venezia. And then we play versus Genoa. Win-win, and then we can play a final versus Inter. With the qualification in our hand, today was crucial. Ciao Mike, ciao Beppe, ugly win. Oh yeah, it was ugly. Ciao Shatterstar, ciao Beppe, we robbed 3 points. No, robbed this, guys, no. Because robbed this referee, and the referee didn't give us a penalty. It was not, Inter robbed the game. This one, we didn't deserve to win, but we won. Focus on the next one. Ciao, Ron. Thank you for the donation, my friend. Thank you, Ron. Ron, who's saying, Beppe, Allegri getting a great win on the road against a good team. Because I can't follow because there are a lot of people who are going crazy in the chat while using a makeshift lineup. When this team gets healthy, look out. Pitch rating 3-0. The pitch was a disaster. All the players were slipping on the field. I don't understand which boot they had, but it was a disaster, the pitch. But I agree. Guys, today we had to play with Danilo, not 100% on the pitch, and in the midfield. We had to play with last minute De Ligt on the bench. He was not even in a football kit. He was there just because he traveled. Quadrado was not there. Dybala, he was not there. He scored, and thank you. Grazie Paulo Dybala. But honestly, if you're speaking you to me, Paulo Dybala was not there. Vlahovic didn't enter well. Moiscani scored, but he didn't enter well. Until the goal, it was a disaster. Can or not can, it was the same. But we win. And I really believe that this game that will allow us to go for a... we have to go for a Mercato is crazy, because then if we don't make top 4, if today we lost and we were at risk of top 4, forget about Di Maria, Mahrez, all these players that you are seeing linked to Juve. We'll speak about Mercato later. Ciao Dennis, thank you. First off, good day Beppe and Juventini. Love you all. Second, I love it, simply love it. Forza Juve. Guys, we knew it. We knew that it could have been a terrible. You know, people will complain about that victory. People will even tell that it was not deserved because the win was not deserved. People will say that it's a shame to present with a Juve like that. But people, they will forget that Juventus was like this last week versus Bologna. A disaster. The worst Juve of the season was 7 days ago versus Bologna. And if you are giving the same team that played versus Bologna in our home, you are even taking away a bit of creativity like a Quadrado and so on, what do you expect? That suddenly Juventus will be the best team on earth? It is impossible. We won an important semi-final versus Fiorentina. We are going into the final versus Inter. Today we won a crucial game. That's what matters. That is what matters. Today I celebrate, my friends. I will, of course, not expecting the same disaster, because I tell you, this is probably one of the worst season for me to be live. Really difficult for me to be live, to put my face on it, to defend the Juventus that I love more than everything. More than everything. I know a friend of me who was in the chat, he said, Beppe, how are you even celebrating? It was ugly. I celebrate because I have all the nerves here, all the stress here, because I want to go into that Champions League, not because of Champions League, no, because otherwise it's over and we can't rebuild a team that has really obvious difficulties. Without game plan, Allegri will have to study a lot this summer. He has to open his book because disaster, but working also with the players, with the medical staff. We have a lot of work to do, but without Champions League, forget about it. Ciao, Dave. What kind of medical we have with so many injuries? Disaster. You have to split always. Muscular and traumatic. Musculars are disaster. Disaster. Disaster Juve, it's true. Massimo Lesti, here is my present to Sassuolo on behalf of Juve. A banana. A banana, grazie per la banana. GTA, ciao Beppe, ciao my friend, ciao Stefano. I want to see your reaction on Twitch. I went crazy. Ciao Steve Cano, Ben, big thank you to Wash. Mamma mia, Szczesny first half, miracle. But on the other hand, Consigli, what did he do, Consigli? Miracle save on Morata. Miracle save on Ken. Mamma mia. Pay attention, because we have some people that also renewed their subscription on the channel with some messages that I didn't see. So let me read and say thank you to Rob. That is saying, horrible win, but I don't care. Cortomuso. Today was a real Cortomuso win. Andrew subscribed again for the 5th month, and he's saying Zach at 20% need rest. Allegri ball performance. But I saw, Zakaria. It's good that we have 1 week. Let him be at home, in his bed, sleeping for 3 days, because we need him versus Venezia. And luckily, Rabiot didn't receive a yellow card. Luckily, we have a new member, Nicolo Bonazza. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, my friend. Thank you, really appreciate it. Thomas Maklouf, 7 months, who's saying 3 points. We love it and we are alive. It is totally correct. Thank you for all the people supporting the channel. My friend Marian, thank God we won. We needed the reassurance and the secure even more the top 4. Guys, I need also some negative comments, not only beautiful comments, also the negative ones. Miretti goes on, and Juve learn to score. Miretti, the lucky charm. Today I said it before, you know that I'm always prudent. I say, I don't believe they will play. I don't believe they will play. Today, before the game, I said, today we will see Miretti. He played 5 minutes, but he was a lucky charm. He enters, we win. Grande Miretti. Grande Miretti. David, hello, Beppe. Rabiot top. Hey, played well. Played well, Rabiot. Now, played well is also a big word. A big word, because Juventus didn't play well. We will go into the stats, how we played, where was the box, and so on, the players, who touched most balls, the difference with Sassuolo. Sassuolo killed us today. In performance today, Sassuolo was so much better. Hang in there, Juventino. We are almost there. And you know what? I want the season to be over fast. Can we go really fast and make it stop? Secure top 4. Try to win that Coppa Italia versus Inter. And we start. And we start because I'm tired. I'm tired. No, I don't like Alexandro, my friends. I don't like Alexandro. We will make top 3. But you know that I don't care about top 2, top 3, top 4. As long as we are there in these top 4. Then I don't care. Or I'm first, or I don't care. Because then top 3, I will, of course, mock the Napoli club. But no. Ciao, Ali. Marian, just 2 more games. No, a bit more. Yeah, 2 more wins. Let's say 2 more wins. Like Toxinus is saying. Nicolo was the member of the channel. Thank you. Beautiful profile picture, by the way. Nicolo. We will go into the game. Let me read a bit of your comments, my friends, because we have some that are queuing, going crazy. Robbed is a metaphor for we didn't deserve to win. It's true. We didn't deserve to win. It's true. Ciao, Beppe. It's been a while. Hey, ciao, Gabriel. I haven't participated. Glad I'm back. I'm glad that you're back. Ciao also to Filippo Rosada. Grande to those who stood up for Juve, because I know that you are watching Juve from all around the world. And thank you to you, because watching that Juventus is not the most beautiful thing. Ciao to Abai, Miretti, man of the match. We will go to the man of the match. So let me read, because I hope I didn't miss. Ken is bigger than Raspadori. Guys, today, you know what? I forgot to say. Today is the day, on the 25th of April 22, that I fell in love with Frattesi. I fell in love with Frattesi, guys. I don't know you, but today, people that will speak about Raspadori, he did a great game. I fell in love with Frattesi. What? You want a definition of box-to-box? Frattesi. Today, Frattesi, mamma mia, he impressed me so much. What a player. Mamma mia. When people were telling me Frattesi, Tutto Sport, Marchisio, I said, yeah, Frattesi. Because I watched a few games of Sassuolo. But today, the performance that he's bringing in, mamma mia. Grande Tennis, thank you for a donation. Third, numero 10, we love you, but thank you, goodbye. Dusan is starting to act a bit funny. I think he's starting to be full of himself. Hope not. Top 4 and final. We are preparing for the future. We want to speak about Dybala before reading the other comments of Allen and so on, because I already saw. We want to speak about Dybala. Dybala, one of the reasons why he's not extending with Juventus is mental. Because mentally, he's not a really strong player. Mentally, since the beginning, he always had some problems. Problems when he was single again because he was sad. Problems when Juventus wanted to sell him after Manchester United. Problems when he came back from Argentina when he received a red card. Injuries and so on. But here. So I was dreaming of a Dybala fighting for these last games. But it was a dream. Because I knew what would happen. He knew. Everyone knows and knew what would happen. Dybala, that except of Fiorentina, where he entered well, Bologna was a disaster. Today was a disaster. And luckily he scored, but it was a disaster. He's walking around. He has no passion, no motivation. He's too much overthinking. Good decision. Good decision for Juve to stop, guys. We can't have the center of our project built around a player that has these ups and downs mentally on top of physically difficult. And again, thank you for goal number 114. Top 10 Juve players of scoring goals in Serie A, 81, the same number as Cristiano Ronaldo, and hopefully can even surpass him and being alone at that 10th position, because the next goal, he will even reach Roberto Baggio, and he deserves it, and I wish him all the best, but difficult. We celebrate because he was ugly, but of course, because if it's a normal season, Juventus should win normally versus Sassuolo, and we are here. We celebrate because we win, but we are not doing crazy today. With a disaster Juve being able to beat teams that are offering the most beautiful football in Serie A, Sassuolo, Fiorentina, that are not stronger than Juve, but offering really something beautiful. Dionisi, Italiano, being able to win versus them was with half a team is something spectacular, my friends. I think we don't realize what we are doing with a team that is. I'm really kind when I'm saying that. I don't know how we are doing to win, because it's a disaster team. It's a disaster team. Injuries, motivation, grinta. We have luckily the fino alla fine that starts at a certain moment of the game because we want to do something, but that's the only way we win. That's the only way how we win, and it's not enough. But Allegri was mad, of course, but also him, responsibilities. It's true, Bogdan. You warned me that it would have been a fino alla fine match. Wait, because I think I lost a comment from Allen. I don't want to lose a comment from Allen. Where is the comment from Allen? Maybe it's later. Because I have the message of Sart, who said, thank you for the donation, my friend, who's saying, worst performance I have ever seen of Dybala. Anyways, happy for the goal. Forza Juve. Thank you, Sart. With the picture of Vlahovic, today was not a great one, huh? Today was not a great one from Vlahovic. I don't think he was able to go on target, on goal, but I don't care. I really don't care. The guy is there. He has potential. I would not. Juventus is bad. That's the truth. Not Vlahovic. Juventus is bad. It was difficult. And luckily, selfish Ken, instead of giving it to Vlahovic, is turning, because the defenders of Sassuolo, they were fooled by the movement of Moise Kean, because instead of going it with the right foot for Vlahovic, he went to the left, and what a goal with his left foot. What a beautiful goal. What a beautiful and important goal. And here is the message of Alan. Thank you, my friend. For a second year in a row, it's really shameful. This is not Juventus. I used to cheer. We shouldn't have excuses on paper. We have the strongest team these past years. Teams are having the possession more 60%. It's correct, Alan. It's correct. What you are saying is correct. We are not. If we are speaking about the performance, I agree with you. It can happen. I will tell you the truth. I have no problem to win a game like that. I have no problem. But it should be isolated. It should happen one time. Okay, it happens. There is no shame to defend and go in counterattack one time. But you can't have a season like that. That's a problem. That's a problem where the team will have to work a lot on. Last year, and I'm happy that you are also saying it, it was the same story. With a big difference that these kind of games, you don't win them. You don't win these kind of games last year. We saw Benevento and so on and so on. Juventus went like this. They went on top around February, and then they collapsed. They collapsed totally. And then they had that small peak towards the end. But it was not beautiful to see. I remember defending Pirlo and the team because they had no preseason, because of this, because you know that I love my team and I'm saying what I can. But it was not beautiful last season. This season is not beautiful. I'm speaking with my son. It's the first season that is really following like a crazy supporter and crying when we are losing, and I'm showing him the games. And when we are speaking, it's not Liverpool game. It's not Sassuolo football. It is not Manchester City. And I already warned him. I said, if you really want to see this kind of football, don't support Juventus, because Juventus will never be like that. We will never be that team. But there is a difference. There is a gap. If the game of Liverpool is here, Juventus is here. And there is all that gap. I'm asking a bit like here. That's what I'm asking. But there is a difference versus last season, is that this season we are able to score. To win. To win. How? Don't ask me. Because it's not because we are playing. It's individual magic or something like that. Or the stars that aligned and they said, we have to go for a big mercato next season. We have to go for a big mercato because that will be needed. Jason, my friend, Sassuolo outpassed us by nearly 50%. They completed 3 passes for every 2 completed. I will show you, guys, the stats. It's a shame, huh? 63% ball possession for Sassuolo, 37 for Juve. We won the duels by 0.8. Interception, more or less equal. We won the offside. If you want to be proud about something, you want to say something that we won the 3 points, but we also won the offsides. Distribution, 666 passes for Sassuolo, 370 for Juve. But it's a logic. Huh? If you have the possession with 64% more possession, you do more passes. But where I am pissed off is here. 91% of passes were accurate for Sassuolo. 91% of passes accurate for Sassuolo. 84, not even 84 for Juve. If there was one thing that I was really pissed off today, were the passes. The passes of Juve, my friends. How is it possible that at that level you are missing so many passes, that the communication that you are having with your teammates is not correct? One is doing one movement and you are giving another a pass that is totally different than the movement that you are playing is doing. Totally different. It's not okay. It's not okay. Or you're doing a great pass and the player doesn't understand it. Something that we will have to work on a lot. We will see here the stats in a few seconds, my friends. Let me read a few comments more because you were a lot to speak. Ciao Gabriel, ciao Mike, Saif, I agree with you but about Morata falling all the time. I'm pissed off about Morata. We know that it's not the first time. If you are doing it and you see the referee is not even whistling anymore because he knows him. I don't know who you are speaking about. Frattesi. Mamma mia, I'm really behind. I'm really behind with my comments. I'm sorry. Ciao, Andrew. I'm seriously thinking we should forget about Milinkovic-Savic and go for Frattesi. Much cheaper option, an Italian who comes from a Juve family. Match made in heaven. Guys, today I was in love. I will repeat it many times. I was in love. Thank you, Stefania. Thank you for the donation. Thank you, Stefania. Let's put the music for Stefania. Ale, 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 oh, ale, 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 oh. Ciao Juventini of the world. Very important win. It is. We can't always have 7-0 Sassuolo, guys. This was a 1-0 for me. It was okay. But the problem is, it's true. You can't always have 7-0 Sassuolo. It's true. One time, please. Just one time, that would be beautiful before the end of the season. I don't know versus who. If we are able to do 7-0 versus Inter, I would be really beautiful, happy. Miracles today. Stefania, I agree, Beppe. As much as it pains me to see him go, it is time. About Dybala. Then we have Mohamed Youssef, always there. Thank you, my friend. Always there, always present. The journey for this team is long. We need to wait. The positive thing is the old Juve that can change a result till the 90th minute is back. Perfect. Mohamed is perfect today. Mohamed is perfect today in his comment. And I agree. We will have a long way to go. There is a difference between Inter and Milan that were in a banter era for 10 years and a Juventus that already is starting to win some things back. And we are speaking about the will to do something even with half a team. And guys, are we joking or not? Did you see the team that was starting today? Did you see the team that was starting today? I will show you. Can I show you? Where is it? It blocked. Here. Can I show you the team that started today? Seriously, and guys, not to find excuses or whatever you want. The team that started today was Rugani and Bonucci in defense, Alexandro De Sciglio, Bernardeschi, Rabiot, Danilo in the midfield, Dybala, Alvaro Morata. Let me say thank you to a few people in the chat that renewed their subscription. Mr. X, who's saying congratulations, what an ugly win, but a win. Pace 1G that extended for the 6th consecutive months. Ciao Beppe, Morata isn't worth 30 millions, maybe 10. Are there any trades for rumors on center backs now that the Rudiger chose Real Madrid center? We will speak about that as well. And give me a few seconds and we'll go to Mercato. Thank you to the people extending. Thank you to the new people like Nicolo that are subscribing and becoming member on the channel. Thank you for the donation. Let me go and continue about this. Because if we are really honest, guys, let's be honest about the 11 that was playing. Rugani is a bench player, okay? Alexandro, we all want him out. De Sciglio is a bench player. Bernardeschi, he will be out. He will not renew. Dybala is already out. Danilo is not a midfielder, and he was not even in shape and in form to play. So that's Rugani, De Sciglio, Alexandro, Bernardeschi, Dybala, 5 players that should not be there. Rabiot is doing an okay end of season as always, but is Rabiot now a top midfielder? No. Alvaro Morata, he will not be the starter of Juventus next year. We had a B team. I'm not sure if they are able to win versus Juve under 23. Guys, look at the team. I'm not sure. And we are able to win versus a really beautiful Sassuolo today. But analyze the team. Analyze the team that we had there. Disaster team. Yesterday already I said we will not win. Today when I saw the team, I said, Mamma mia, I don't know how we will do. I don't know. It's true, huh? Look at Thomas. Thomas is just saying, check which players can be starters at Sassuolo from us. I don't know. Guys. Keith, ciao Keith, thank you Keith, and we will go into some individual stats a bit later. Ciao Beppe, ciao Keith. Juventini in the stadiums were great. This is a beautiful one because behind the goal of Szczesny in the second half, all that curva was Juventini. I remember the first time that Sassuolo went in Serie A, the very first time, it was really strange because when Juventus was going to play there, it was more Juventus in the stadium than Sassuolo fans. It makes sense as well. Sassuolo is a really small city in Italy. They are not used to Serie A. They start and so on. They will grow their fan base. But you have a lot of Juventini there that are super happy to travel a bit less far away and to go to see their own team. So it's not surprising me, but they were a big support for Juve. I heard at a certain moment, I heard them singing Juve. I was thinking that it was my background noise, but no, it was actually in the stadium. Crazy. Thank you for your donation, Keith. GTA, from next season we will dominate against Serie A. I'm sure about that. Ryan, Frattesi is a Juventino. Don't forget. It's true. Spot on comments on Dybala. Guys, I'm always very positive with my Juve, Beppe, but these 90 minutes feel so long. The last 90 minutes? The last 4 minutes, they were looking like hours. Disaster of the stress. And the 90 minutes, they were looking like months because Juventus was boring. It was not a beautiful Juve. I want to watch my Juve play, but we always end up seeing this. But guys, I will be honest. Don't expect another Juve versus Venezia. Don't expect another Juve versus Genoa. If we win both teams, and first of all, we have to win them. Maybe you will see another Juve versus Inter, versus Lazio and Fiorentina. Lazio Fiorentina. Why? Because we don't care. We already qualified. We don't have the stress and so on. The fact that yesterday they all lost or this weekend was good for us, was really good. But then maybe in the last two games you will see another Juve who doesn't care and will play a bit. But now it was so crucial to win, so crucial to be in that top four. 8-point difference. Or we commit, boom, or we win. It's a bit sad to see all the negative comment about the club. We have to take all the injuries into account. If we had a fully fit team with Chiesa, the story would have been much more different. I think as well, on the other side, it's true that what you are offering in terms of sportive performance, it's not beautiful. And people, they are tired and they don't care anymore. So I can understand frustration of people. I will not, because I try to understand the 360 degree. For me, it was crucial to win today. Let me show you something that I was tagged on from our friend who's saying to show how we improved. You can see that if you exclude the 4 first games where Allegri was trying to figure out how to make us a team again, we are only -1 point behind Inter and the same points with Milan. But it's true, the ranking. Guys, I don't want to start because that looks like we are Inter and Milan in the last season, that we're doing strange rankings and so on and so on. So I'm not using that ranking to say, we are the best team, because we are not. We have too many problems. But games and stats on hand, it's true that if you are taking away these 4 games, the last 30 games, we are there. Also because the other ones were also really bad, but we are there in terms of points. So imagine the team without the same amount of injuries, because you will always have injuries, but without the same amount of injuries, but with some players that also joining Juve. A Di Maria, for example, and so on. Imagine what you can do, because it's easy to blame the team, but what we're doing is it's not easy, Guido, Gencarelli, ciao Beppe. Unfortunately, I don't remember anymore when we had a clear victory like a 3-0 against another team, even against the last in the league. I remember in the Champions League, Malmö, that was an important win of Juve. If you want to go to a clear win of Juve, a clear win of Juve, except of the 2-0 versus Fiorentina, that was not bad. That was not really bad. We have to go to the 3-1 versus Sampdoria, but even there, it's maybe not the best one. Let me try to think again. Verona 2-0 of Juve. If it's not enough, you have to go back probably to Juve Sampdoria 4-1 in January. 4-1. That's probably the last time in January. Sampdoria Juve 4-1, or Juve Sampdoria 4-1. That's the last one. The big one. It's a long time ago, I agree. Ciao Dal, I was watching Raspadori closely. He would be perfect replacement for Dybala, and he defends as well and presses. I don't know if I want Raspadori to become that number 10 of Dybala, to replace Dybala, because then you go for a 4-2-3-1. Can be. I would love to see Raspadori because he also can play in a 4-3-3. I was not impressed by Raspadori because I know that he was great. So I loved the game that he offered. It was really great. But I don't want to go for replace Dybala. But it's true that today he was also going back. On the other hand, Juventus was not putting a lot of pressure on Raspadori when he was going back. But yes, it's a great player. Beautiful goal, beautiful technique, beautiful dribbles, trying to take his chance. No, he played well. For me, Frattesi, impressive. Raspadori, really great as well. Maxi Lopez played a great game. Berardi, good in the beginning and then he dropped down. A lot of players were good in Sassuolo today. Really great. Beppe, I think we will see Miretti more than 30 minutes in Venezia. Let's see what will happen with Arthur, if he comes back or not. I don't know if we will see Miretti more than 30 minutes. I never know. It depends on the game, but he will play again. I'm sure about that. I'm sure about that. You know what? You know what was important today, because people will not say it, of course. Huh? They will not say it, but I know Allegri played him only 5 minutes, but it's an important, crucial game. It's an important, crucial game, and you are playing Miretti. So that means that you have the trust in Miretti. And that's important. That's a really big, important sign. It's not like Caio Giorgi, where Caio Giorgi is a striker and you try everything you can. No, he tried to put Miretti to invent something. And that's a beautiful sign. That shows that it's not I don't trust the young guys or not. It was 1-1. You have to win that game. You put him on. So well done for Allegri also. If last year we tried and failed, but this season we try, but we are not failing, credit has to be given to Allegri. I don't know how, but there is a pattern, and he's behind it, of course. Yeah. Szczesny, man of the match. Do we want to go for the man of the match, my friends? We can. And then we can go to a bit more stats of Juve. But today it's a disaster to speak about stats, because they are cruel. They are really bad. So I can put 4 names. I will put Szczesny. I put it's difficult today. Give me a few names, my friends, except of Szczesny, man of the match. Give me a few names. Danilo, I didn't really like Danilo today. Rabiot, De Sciglio. De Sciglio was not bad. At a certain moment, he played as a right wing. Zakaria dropped down again a lot in the second half. Ciao, Colo. Rabiot is doing great things in the past month. But that's the problem, Carlo. Huh? The problem with Rabiot is only waiting for end of March, April to start. And he's doing great. And we have to give him credit. But for 7 million, should start a bit earlier. September, maybe. September would be great. And that's a problem. Now you say, okay, Rabiot is great. He's doing well. Let's keep him for next year. And then he will wait until March. That's the problem. So Szczesny, and then you're telling me Rabiot, Chiellini changed the game. Zakaria, it's difficult to find one really, really man of the match. Huh? So let me put Szczesny, Chiellini, because he changed the game with the Grinta. De Sciglio, and I will put Rabiot as well. No, Bernardeschi today, guys. I was scared when he was about to go out. I said, damn, again, another muscular injury. Luckily not. I have to say that you see the difference between Bernardeschi and Dybala. Speaking about talent, Bernardeschi, no, Dybala is here. Bernardeschi is there. Even if Bernardeschi should have the talent, should have the skills. But you see the different approach of Bernardeschi and Dybala? Dybala gave up. Bernardeschi is trying to offer something. Because today he didn't play bad. Versus Fiorentina, he didn't play bad. When we are saying not playing bad, Juventus played bad. But in the context, they were not disasters today. Who played bad? It was, as a team, Juventus that played really bad. And also the fact that we are not able to do 2 consecutive passes. Alan, thank you for the comment and the donation, my friends. We all thought that Locatelli would have been the difference with his vertical passes, which we only saw few of them. We need a creative midfield. And that's a good comment that I want to pick on. First of all, look at that, how we are suffering, Alan, without Locatelli in the midfield. The problem with Locatelli is that Locatelli is a player that didn't find his position this year. Not because of him, not because of Allegri, but it's because it's the kind of, I call that in French, you say couteau suisse, the Swiss knife, you know? He can do good in everything. Locatelli can do good in everything. He can do good as a defensive midfielder. He can do well as a regista. He can do really well as a box-to-box. He can do really well in everything. But until today, he had to replace every time a position. Start of the season, he had to play as that regista because Arthur was, due to his surgery, he was not there for 3 months and he played that position. Then Arthur he came, then we had the other one that's what injured. Then he comes back, then he's starting to play on as a box-to-box for the first time on the left with McKennie on the right, with Arthur as a regista, Locatelli as a box-to-box, and McKennie injured. And then the game after, Zakaria injured, and he had to play as a box-to-box on the right side. So I believe that I'm happy with Locatelli. Is he the game changer and the miracle player that some of the Juventini were waiting? No, he's not. But it's not only because of him, because he didn't have one position. He played everywhere in the midfield to actually substitute someone. You know who he reminds me, and that's only for the older ones in the chat. He reminds me of a Tacchinardi, because next year, where will he play, Locatelli? Will he play as a regista? Will he play as a box-to-box? Because honestly, if you have a Zakaria, if you have a Milinkovic-Savic and a Jorginho, do you start Locatelli? I don't know. But is he the first sub in the midfield? Absolutely yes. For who? For everyone. On the right, on the left, in the middle. So, Tacchinardi was like that. Tacchinardi, he was never the best player in his position at Juventus. Because in front of him, there was Conte, there was Davids, there was Deschamps, there was a lot of great midfielders. But the first one to substitute them was Tacchinardi. And at the end, he was playing all the games, Tacchinardi. Not from the start always, but a lot of games even from the start, while the other ones were rotating, when there were suspensions, and so on. So for me, he's a player that can be the first sub alla Tacchinardi, but when you do the starting 11, you know, in the summer you play with what's the ideal starting 11, you will never put him as a starter, but he will play the most games. My opinion, guys? My opinion. And Tacchinardi, for the people that do not know, guys, if you want to see about Tacchinardi, just to explain how much I loved Tacchinardi, I bought a shirt because I really loved him. So it's not disrespecting, it's just my thought about Locatelli. That's an idea. Beppe, our last away loss was against Verona. That was 6 months ago. I know. The last 2 game man of the match was our 2 goalkeepers, and that shows how we play. Well, we were bad, It's true, in terms of performance, we are bad. It's true, that will not change. Gravus, Rabiot is okay, except sometimes he's missing the last passing, the assist. He learned to run back and defend, but will need to improve his last passing. Rabiot, if he extend, because you know that last year is his last year. What do we do with Rabiot, guys? I don't know if some teams will be able to buy him, but what do we do with Rabiot? Okay, Szczesny won the man of the match, 56%. Rabiot, 24%. So what do we do with Rabiot? We keep Rabiot for 1 more year at 7 million, and then we lose him for free, and we don't sell him. But that means 1 year and ciao Rabiot, or we extend him for 2 more years maybe. So next year plus 2 until 25 with lower salary from 7 going to 4.5. Sell is difficult, guys. Let's say that we can't sell him. Let's say that it's difficult to sell him because he has a high salary. What do? We extend and we give him 4.5, a lot lower, but that means that he's a bench player, that he's able to offer something to the team, and we don't have to replace him, but it's not a starter, or we keep him one more year at 7 million and ciao ciao. Let me check what would you do. So Rabiot, last year at 7 million and ciao, or extend with 4.5 million salary. Max salary. The last two games, I already saw that. Did I miss a comment from Stefan Firsea? Probably yes, I missed it. Stefan, thank you for extending. Thank you, my friend. I don't think our available squad was the most valuable this season. Probably fourth, so we shouldn't expect Juventus to be higher next season. Champion. Yeah, but guys, you know that we played half of the season, even more, without a striker, without Vlahovic. Guys, we played without striker. Then we are wondering, but we don't have a lot of goals. Without striker, guys. Disaster. Ciao, Nick. Ken made the term fino alla fine reality today. Luckily, 6 goals, I believe. No, in Serie A, 5, and then he scored 1 in Champions League, if I'm not wrong. Let me check my notes. 5 in Serie A. Yeah, today 5 in Serie A. GTA. I love Tacchinardi. What a player. Locatelli, but it's a different player. It's different. Locatelli is different than Jorginho. You know that I have no particular love for Jorginho. I don't really like him. Loca learned a lot this year, especially when he played alongside Chiellini. Chiellini was constantly communicated with Locatelli. Locatelli was even playing as a sweeper at some point in October-November matches. But that's the thing, he learned a lot. If I would rate Locatelli this year, first season at Juve, in a disaster Juve, I would give him a 7, my friends. I would give him a 7. That goal versus Torino that gave us the victory, but also the fact that he sacrificed without complaining one single bit. He sacrificed for all the team, playing where he needed, always doing the work that was required from the coach to help the team. He did it. He learned a lot. It's the first time that he's managing 2 games a week. Also, we are speaking about the coaches, but also the players needs to adapt on that. Never resting, playing game in, game out. At a certain moment, he was the player that was most used by Allegri. Maturity, love for the shirt, and so on. I would give him a 7 this season for Locatelli. Then, if you are giving me a normal season, probably I would give him a 6.5. But for all these elements, I rate that Locatelli was a really great addition for Juve. Bogdan. No Rabiot at 7 million. Sell him now and make space for SMS. But the problem is, try to sell him. That's the difficulty. And then you have Gabriel who's saying extend 100%. So you see, there are two different things. Hush. Beppe, do you agree? Getting average players won't help the team improve next season. We need quality and creativity in the midfield and the start line. Zakaria isn't adding quality, same as the rest. No. Zakaria is great. He's really great. I personally am super happy about Zakaria. I think he's a starter for next season. I think he's a real starter. Today, he dropped. Started well, but dropped. But the team, Juventus was a disaster, my friends. Juventus was a disaster. All the players were not playing really well. Sassuolo was superior to Juve. It was difficult. It was a really difficult game. Let's see some stats of Zakaria. But he's not Zidane in terms of what you expect from Zakaria. But the guy is probably the only one that is able to do some some passes. Let me check a bit of stats. So you have a Juventus that is playing a 4-4-2 to start with. Average position. Juventus is in purple. Let's go with average position. What do we see? We see that Juventus, you see, since the beginning of the game, we played a bit like that. You see, in terms of Sassuolo didn't go too much higher. They didn't go too much high, Sassuolo, in terms of block. I saw this season a lot of teams that were here versus Juve here. This time, you see, in terms of average position, more or less, you are having this position with the 4 defenders. Actually, it's 3+1, but 4 defenders of Sassuolo that really are in their midfield. And then you have Maxi Lopez as the regista of the team, and then you have the players that were offensive. So the team of Sassuolo was really split in two, paying attention to not concede any counterattack, even if they conceded some. And then you had Maxi Lopez in the middle, and then all the offensive players. That was how they were playing. On the other hand, Juventus was really strange today. They were all going on the right side when they had to do things and defending on the left side. It's not a surprise that they scored from that part of the field. Attacking thirds, Juve, and this is something that for me it's one of the big problems, is Juventus is going every single time to the right side of the field. And this is a problem. Juventus needs to find an alternative, because if I am a coach of Venezia, what will I say to Venezia today until the end of the season? Because I saw it, and I'm Giuseppe Bognani, I'm GJustjuve, I'm not an official coach. So the coach of Venezia, he will know that because they have the same documents as I have. They are using the same things. He will say, pay attention, because Juventus is always going to the right side of the field. Look at Sassuolo, 27%, 38%, 35%. They are mixing being dangerous on the left, on the right, in the middle. Juventus is going on the right. And you see it clearly here. Let me say hello and thank you to Neros, that became, and then I also want to, let me first read Azzurri Juve. Rabiot, ciao my friend. Rabiot was at least healthy enough to play, which we needed, but no difference maker for that money. If he was on the pitch alone with the ball on the goal line, he would find a way to miss. 68% of the people starts to be convinced about Rabiot to extend him, but with a really lower salary at 4.5. Clearly, it's not your money, my friends, because if it was your own money, probably you would think twice. 68%. Anyway, 68% of the people, if they were President Agnelli, they would extend Rabiot one more year. Rabiot can be a bench player, but he don't start. He is huge quality. It's true. Wait, because we had Ciao Davide. I will keep with normal salary. He grows up with Allegri. But he needs to grow a bit more. Wait, because Nero, here. Nero just became a new member for the first time. Grande Nero. Ale, oh. We have a new Ultra Bianconero. Nero goes, thank you, my friends. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Honestly, I'm still not convinced about Locatelli. I don't see him start the Champions League final for us or be a deciding player. It depends on the midfield that we will have next season. Depending on that, I really want to see a Locatelli in a team that is working. Like I wanted to see a Kulusevski in a team that was working. Unfortunately, Kulusevski arrived in a Juve that was totally lost with Pirlo, and that was totally lost with Allegri in the beginning of the season. Totally lost. And mentally, he gave up, he was not happy, and he left. where he's actually finding really a beautiful, season at Tottenham, doing really great there. So good for him. The last 2 games were not that great, you know. And by the way, happy birthday to Kulusevski. 13 minutes before the end. Happy birthday to Kulusevski that today is celebrating. Grande culo. Zakaria had different tasks in the second half. Don't forget that as well. It's true what Gravuj is saying. Because we are speaking about Zakaria that probably didn't do as good as in other games, but today he was playing with a Danilo that was not even 100%. Let's see the heat map of Zakaria. What is Zakaria doing? First of all, let's see where he was. Zakaria was here. So here. To cover and paying attention to Danilo. He was here, centrally. Okay? Rabiot was more on the left. But if we are looking at the advanced graphing, heat maps, let's take away the one of Sassuolo. Let's take away the ones of Juve and focus only on Zakaria. Boom. Okay, attacking that way. Yeah? So we are attacking that way. You clearly see, he played here to be next to Danilo. That is one of the reasons why Zakaria was a bit less visible today. Playing and paying attention to Danilo because Danilo was not able physically to contain the players of Sassuolo alone. So I understand. I understand that. And then here, also, because sometimes, especially in the first half, he tried to do something, but it was hard. The touch maps of Zakaria, look where he touched the balls, a lot of times his own area, and then you see that when he's attacking, he's going on the right side of the field to attack and touch the balls. I love that. Where is Danilo, by the way? Let's put Danilo. Danilo, you see clearly. Danilo was here. Clearly. He couldn't move. Mamma mia. Do you see how different it is, the heat map of Zakaria influenced by a Danilo that was not able to run because he was not in form. Normally he should not even have played. Rabiot on the other side, look at Rabiot playing more and more really present here. And sometimes when he go here, but he didn't go too much up. Touch maps, you see, totally here for Rabiot. Dybala, I'm curious about Dybala. Where is Dybala? Dybala. Guys. You are playing a 4-4-2. This is not the heat map of a 4-4-2, my friends. He didn't touch a lot of balls, Player distribution, I'm scared to compare with the Sassuolo touches. The one that touched most balls was Bonucci, 64. Then you have Szczesny, Danilo, 59. Danilo grew a lot in the second half because first half he was not touching that many balls, but 59 in total. De Sciglio, 49 for Rabiot, 47 Alexandro, Zakaria, 42. Zakaria 42, 49 for Rabiot, and Danilo 59. So actually Danilo touched a lot more balls than all the other ones. 2 balls touched for Miretti. I'm sure that for the coming days we will see that Miretti is the GOAT. He touched 2 balls, but he did 1 pass, and that 1 pass was 100% accuracy. Grande Fabio Miretti. Grande campione. If you are looking at the ones of Sassuolo, 136 passes for Lopez. Our best player, not best, the one that touched the most the balls was Bonucci with 64, 136 touch balls for Maxi Lopez. If Bonucci was playing at Sassuolo, it would have been the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th. It would be the 9th player that touched most balls. Berardi, Raspadori, Frattesi, Kyriakopoulos, Ayan, Muldur, Kirkes, and Lopez all touch more balls than the players of Juve. disaster. Frattesi played well. Attacking stats, the one that went on shot 5 times, Frattesi, the one that had the most attempts, 2 on target, 4 shots inside of the box, 1 from outside of the box. At Juve, instead, Alvaro Morata, only 1 on target, but 4 attempts with that big miracle save by Consigli. Dybala, 3, 2 on target, 1 saved by Frattesi, because the people, they will forget that, but Frattesi saved it on the line. Consigli was beaten there before Dybala scoring his goal. Then you have a Rabiot that is going with his left foot from the distance. Yeah, that's it. Mohamed said that our top names who make a real difference are most of the season, are out most of the season. We are speaking about Chiesa and so on. Overall, the curve is going up for this limited time. Ron Rusitano, Locatelli, Zakaria, McKennie will be a good midfield. For me, Locatelli, Zakaria, McKennie, you are missing something. You are missing something. For me personally, it's not enough. And by the way, I'm not sure that McKennie will be there next season. I'm not sure. Even if we have to eat 2 million of Rabiot's salary, we should get rid of him if he's not part of the project going forward. The new project is what matters the most. There is no way he's taking wage cut. It will be difficult. Football Zone. Ciao Beppe, hope you are doing well. Juventus was slow the whole game. We allowed Sassuolo to play easy passes in confined areas and allowed them to dribble past us. I don't think that we allowed them. I just think that they were stronger and they decided to be like that, and we suffered and we didn't find the counter technique and tactics to do better. So it's not we allowed. I know what you are saying, of course. I'm playing with the words. But you are correct in your analysis. But it's not really about allowing. It's because they decided and they did really well. It is what it is, my friends. Beppe, Juventus must hire you because of the great job you are doing on both Twitch and Juventus YouTube channel. But at the moment, I am under contract with Juve, so I work for Juve officially, guys. Otherwise, I'm not in their channel. Then let's see if we will continue next year. Let's see. It's sometimes they extend, sometimes they don't extend, guys. We will see. I will send my agent, but for sure I will not choose for Jorge Antun. I will choose another agent to speak with Juventus for next year. Let's see. Maybe yes, maybe no. One thing is sure, guys. If we continue, I would be happy. If we don't continue, I will continue to be here on the channel. No, we don't, Anthony, we don't work, for me at least, we don't work with a 4 or 5 years contract. We work with season contracts, so let's see what we will do next year. That's a big question. But we don't even speak during the season. It's at the end of the season is closed. Then we do a meeting with Agnelli, Cherubini, with Agnelli, Cherubini, Arrivabene, Allegri. We do a meeting and then we talk. And then I say, I want 10 million. Then they say, no, we give 3 million. And then I said, no, I want 9 million plus 2 of bonus. And no, we give 5. It's not true, guys. I never met Agnelli in a meeting, but just... For the jokes, of course. Rabiot is 27, not 23. So we used to be in it. I agree. You're correct, Azzurri. Nero, let's be honest. Dybala is mentally done with Juve. Yeah. I think that everyone agree on that. Mr. Save Mode Paulinho. It's not about save. It's he already had a difficult season. Guys, if you know me on my... Ciao Angela. Angela Mancuso. Ciao Angela. Guarda quanto mi fa piacere che c'è qualcuno che chiede puoi salutarmi sul canale e che parla anche in italiano. Ciao Angela. So if you know me and you know my channel, you know that I am someone that welcomed Paulo Dybala at Juventus, falling in love, hoping and dreaming that he could be not as Del Piero. Nobody will be like Del Piero for me, but in that direction, not being Ronaldo or Messi, but maybe a step just under with Neymar, these kind of players. And you know that at a certain moment, before Ronaldo already, I started to understand that there were some problems with Dybala. Problems with tactically where to place him, that he changed also his behavior, extra field problems, on the field problems. On top of that, you're adding this mentally, physically, injuries, too much. And I always said since a few seasons, if we can sell him, sell him. That's a good one. George, grande. I never do that, but that's a good question. The heat map of Frattesi. Heat map. Take away Juve and put Frattesi. Mamma mia, I'm already scared. I saw the half, I'm already scared. Box to box. Box to box, my friends. Touched balls. All the field. Box to box. Saif is saying it right about Dybala. The MVP year, guys, MVP year was a bit strange because for me it was not the MVP. It was the MVP of the last 3-4 months of Sarri, where he did crazy good. Crazy good. And he also made sure that we won that Scudetto. Was he really the MVP of the season? No, because the first part of the season was not even playing, was on the bench with Sarri. If you don't believe me, go on Transfer Market, watch the games. He was not, because he was not happy with the management and so on and so on. But why and how did he become man of the match and MVP, man of the season MVP, from the moment that Sarri, he found a way to lock him here, up front. If you see today, he's playing again here. Look how dangerous he is when he's upside. When he's in front of the goal, look how dangerous he is. I don't understand. Marian, hearing those stats makes me want to cry. Hey, but you don't even need the stats. We saw it. The difference was huge. Beppe, if you pour water on your head at the next Juve goal, Juventus management will like it. I wanted to do it today, but it's not something you plan. It comes and you do it. Today, of the goal of Ken, guys. And you know that VAR thing is always stressing me. Will they cancel or not? The last time, no, not the last time, but 1 or 2 times before, when I did the water on my head of the goal of Cristiano and then they cancelled it, I was totally wet. It's true. As long as you don't have to negotiate with Carnevali. Mamma mia. Then I believe I will miss a season. Bepe's agent is the wife. She has to put up Bepe's passion. I know I have the same at home. Thank you, Aussie. We will be rich, my friend. McFly can be our agent. Where is McFly, by the way? I don't know where he is today. I don't know where is McFly. No, because then Raiola, he will ask me to go to Paris Saint-Germain. Even if I'm a Juve supporter, he will make sure that I become the official host of Twitch Paris Saint-Germain. I will win a lot of money, but I will be on the channel. I will say, allez Paris, ici c'est Paris. Disaster. Mamma mia. Azzurri Juve. He's saying, I appreciate what Dybala did in the past, but I think it's has been proven that Cherubini made the right decision to give him away. Right now, Dybala should be showing other teams his value, and today it was his first real contribution. It's true. It's correct. And thank you, Azzurri Juve. Thank you for being part not only being a member of the channel, but also the family subscription. It's really appreciated. Really, really appreciated. Thank you for your takes. I love Azzurri Juve on the channel. Why? Because he's someone that is balanced in his comment. He's not like me, always trying to say the beautiful things. But it's not also only negative. He's trying to find a balance, and he has his right opinion. I like that. I like that. But always, always, always educated, respectful for all the people. I love that. Thank you, Azzurri. Let's put a music. Wrong one. Anyway, the crowd is saying bravo to Azzurri Juve. Beppe, do you have the... No, I don't have it. Now you remembered it, and I will again not sleep. But no. Compare Frattesi and Rabiot. Leave Rabiot alone. Leave Rabiot alone. Ahmad. You want to see Rabiot? You want to see Rabiot? Let's see Rabiot. Ciao, Steve! Steve! Yeah, Steve, since that you are not complaining about Vlahovic anymore, Juventus is in top 4. 8 points over Roma. Grande. I was not expecting it, guys. I was really not expecting it to be at +8 of Roma today. I was not. So, what do you want to see? Rabiot. Adrien. But you know what I don't like in that? It's a really great one, but if you put 2 players, you don't know who's who. So, this is Rabiot, guys. Then it's only one game. Of course, it's only one game, but you're correct. Hey, guys, do we speak a bit? Wait. Amat is reporting the words of Allegri. We were trying to bring home a draw, which was important as a result. Allegri has to pay attention to what he's saying. Mamma mia. Don't say that, because people are already hating you. If you're saying that we were trying to bring home a draw, I speak about Mercato a bit. So, wait. Di Maria. Poll for the third poll and maybe the last poll of the evening. Cazzo, wait. What's happening here? No, wait. What a disaster. What happened? Mamma mia, Steve is back. Wait, let me put the poll. So, Di Maria. 1 year +1, maybe. Yes, no. Okay, we go. I will explain. Thank you for the donation, Steve. Grande Steve. Thank you. Really, really, really appreciate it, my friend. Grande Steve. It's thanks to him that we will win next year the Champions League, by the way. Speaking about the poll, Di Maria, just explaining you, guys. You know that when I hear the names, Salah, Gabriel Jesus, when I hear Frattesi, whatever name, I speak about it in the morning videos, especially because that's the video where I report what has been said about our beloved Juventus, so I'm obliged to speak about it. But I don't really go into details about how they are playing, the stats, how many games they are playing. Why? Because I know that in Mercato time, you will hear 75 names. Then I will put all my energies, Salah to Juve, in a real video, how he's playing, tactical, games, goals, assists, injuries. And then I will probably make a lot of views because people, Salah Juve, how is he playing? And they will click. But I know maybe you will not join. I need a bit more. Okay, it's possible. And then I make a video a bit more detailed about how, what, and so on, and so on, and so on. Di Maria, when I heard it, I said, nah, I don't know. And then I started thinking, using the brain. And you know, my conclusion, and watch the video if you want to, my conclusion was, yes, it makes sense. Let's make a video about it. Let's make even more investigation about why. And Di Maria for me is a big yes. A big yes. Ron is saying no. Ron is saying no. He doesn't want to. Stavros, saying yes, he wants to. Dal is already imagining Chiesa, Dusan, Di Maria. Di Maria, he wants to leave Paris Saint-Germain. Why? Because he's not even a starter anymore. When you have Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi, you don't play Di Maria. We have to be honest with that. Marketing-wise, you don't play Di Maria. Before going back to Argentina, because it's a player, Argentinian player, at a certain moment they want to go back to Argentina. Before going there, he wants 1 or 2 more years in Europe. He received some offers from Benfica. You know that he started in Europe with Benfica, from Barcelona, but you know that he played at Real Madrid. Doesn't mean nothing. Today, Dybala maybe will go to Inter, so doesn't mean anything. But Benfica, Barcelona, and Juventus. The last rumors are saying that Juventus is really serious. They offered him a 1-year contract. 1 year, not 5 years, not 3 years. It will not be Ronaldo. It will not be the Ronaldo that is coming 3 years or 4 years contract where we are believing in him at the center of the project. No, he will bring some experience, some leadership, but especially one big thing. He will bring actually a possibility to play a 4-3-3 on the right side of the field. And he will actually feed Vlahovic, and he will prepare the future. And he will also allow Juventus to put the big money on the midfield and maybe also some money on the left back. Because don't forget, Dybala, you don't sell him. Bernardeschi, you don't sell him. So at a certain moment, you still need some people to sell. Hey guys, there are some people that you have to sell. You just can't every time replace them. You need some money as well. Otherwise, you can't. So the big money for the midfield, and then you go with him. €0. End of contract with Paris Saint-Germain. Experience. He has 1 year to give. In rotation with a Quadrado. Quadrado will have the benefit this time to be able to rest a bit. And you still have a Soulé that is there that can learn from, Soulé. Soulé is not the new Dybala. It's not the new Gioia. Soulé is the new Di Maria. What better for him to play 1 year with the real Di Maria? Tevez 2 years with Juve, 50 goals with Juve. Game, impact, gone. 2 years. Game, impact, gone. It's Tevez is Tevez. Di Maria is Di Maria. But thank you for your donation, Aussie. I love your channel. I would like to see more Italian players next season. But Di Maria, it's a bit Italian. Huh? No, who are the other players than Di Maria? I'm watching 75%. Ron didn't vote for yes, but 75% of the people, they said yes. Who are the Italian people that could join Juve, Aussie? And again, thank you for the donation. It's a Frattesi. It's a Raspadori. Today they showed that, hey guys, today I knew that Sassuolo would have been a pain in the ass. Because these players, they have nothing to lose. They have nothing to lose. They already won their Scudetto. Their Scudetto is not fighting for a relegation zone, being in that top 10, safe, if possible, doing the miracles and going Conference League or whatever, growing the value of the players, and the players wanted to show we deserve to play at Juve. We are strong enough to play at Juve. We are good enough, and we want to show it. Look at Raspadori, how he celebrated today. For them, they grew up with Juve is the giant. Okay, how old is Raspadori? How old is Raspadori? Let me check. I want to see. Guys, I will tell you a really easy thing. Can we check the players here? Raspadori. No, we can't. On a mobile phone, you can, not here. So I will go on transfer market. Wait. I think it's 22 or something like that. Aldo is already telling me. Beppe is 22. So let's see when he will celebrate. 22. I mean, you are faster than transfer market. 22, and he celebrates in February. So next year, really late, huh? So, 22 Raspadori. Needs to change here the cut because it's a bit strange. But 22. So I will tell you something. 22. Guys, he's Italian. He's born in Italy. He lived in Italy. He's 22. Last year, Juventus lost the Scudetto for the first time. So he was 21. Last year, he was 21. Juventus won for 9 years in a row. He saw Juventus winning Scudetti from the age of 12 to 20. 11 to 20. 11 years to 20 years. So all his childhood, Raspadori, Giacomo, all his childhood, he saw Juventus being the strongest team of Italy. And probably for him, because when he was a kid, he didn't know about Bayern and all the other. Juventus is the biggest team of the world. Then he grew and understood that the world is bigger than only Italy. But can you imagine a Raspadori? I don't know who is supporting, Inter or whatever team. But whatever, it doesn't make a lot of importance. Important is that Raspadori, Frattesi. How old is Frattesi? Let me check. Probably the same. Maybe 24. Let me check. 23 maybe. Frattesi with 2 T's and 1 S, guys. Frattesi is 22. The same age. And when is he celebrating Frattesi? In September. So he's a bit older. A few months older. So Frattesi and Giacomo, they saw Juventus win for 9 years since they were a kid. Younger than my son until now. So they want to show Juve how strong they are. And that's why people, they don't realize. And you will have that for a few seasons, that the players that are playing versus Juve, especially the Italian one, they want to give their life. Steve, my friend, Beppe, I don't hate Allegri. He is a good coach, but can we evolve as an attacking team? Not like City or Barcelona, but maybe somewhere in between, if we get a better midfield. I don't believe so. Playing better than now, yes, but that's not difficult, because it was a disaster season. Playing better than now, yes. An offensive, it depends what is the in between, because now we are really bad. In terms of play, we are really bad. So in between, yes. In between of non-existent, and there is so much. So in between, yes. In between, yes. Will you have a Juventus that will have that entertainment philosophy or having fun, pressing, and so on and so on? No. Because you have an Allegri that has based his career, like it or not, but he's the third best coach in percentages of win, behind Ancelotti, that is also not the most entertaining coach, and Guardiola, that is an entertaining coach. But whatever, he based his career, he made a career, he won 11 titles in 5 years with Juve, plus he won at Milan, a Scudetto, and so on. How? Because of looking for the balance. Looking for the balance every single time. Balance in everything, in how you behave with your team in the locker room. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you are really harsh, sometimes you concede some freedom, sometimes not, but also in the way you are giving actually instructions to play. Balancing. If one is doing that, then you have the... I remember some season when we had 4 fullbacks, 2 on the right, 2 on the left, and every single game he was changing them. One attacking on the left, one defending on the right. The game after, one attacking on the right, one defending on the left. And it was that game, every single game he was changing. You never have put the 2 attacking left and right backs offensively. Never. Or the 2 defend. No. Always that. One attack, one defend. And it will always be like that. That brings you titles. Yes. that will give you a better goal difference in terms of goals conceded, but it will not bring you that attractive football. A Cancelo for him that we had would never become the Cancelo that he's at Manchester City, because Allegri doesn't want that. He doesn't expect that. He wants that, yes, if he's in that day, the one that is actually having that role of attacking, but he also needs to remember that he needs to defend. He's not looking for scoring one more goal than the other. He's looking at make sure you don't concede, because one goal you will always score. And this is Allegri. I don't like the people that are disrespecting and hating him because it's not deserved. It's not deserved. Yesterday on the channel, or 2 days ago, someone said he surfed on the wave of Conte. Guys, 5 years. 5 years. So what he did is deserved. On the other hand, if you are looking for a coach that is bringing you joy, change team, or come back in 5 years, because he's not. That's a real honest opinion. And that's why Allegri is probably not my favorite coach. That's why he's not my favorite coach. I respect, because I believe he's one of the most intelligent coaches. He's one of the most skillful to read the game. You know, I know him like my pocket. I know Allegri like my pocket. You know why? Because I always know when he will attack. I know when he will defend. I know how he will start the game. You know why? Because I read the papers. I read the statistics of the other teams. Because you know that I prepare the game every time. Before going live, I prepare. Something I was not doing in the past. I was only preparing Juve. Now I also prepare the other team. And when I read the other team, I perfectly know when Juventus will go. When Juventus will try to shot from the distance. When they will not shot from the distance. When they will cross more. When they will not. Because this is a skill that Allegri has. He understands how the other team will play. The problem is that Allegri is going that vicious circle that is maybe too much adapting to the other teams. And today is bringing you the victory versus Sassuolo. And today, 3 days ago, he's bringing you the victory versus Fiorentina. So can you really 100% blame him? No. So you see, he's a strange person. But of course, I always respected him and supported him when he was winning. This year he's not winning. And I defended Pirlo, and I found the correct excuses for Pirlo. Last year I was alone. Now people are saying Pirlo. It was better. Last year, I don't know where they were, because I watched 24/7. I watched the social medias. They were not there. I can guarantee you there was no one supporting Pirlo last year. They became Pirlo lovers with all or nothing, because he was beautiful, because he screamed a bit in the locker room, and they became Pirlo lovers. It's more anti-Allegri than pro-Pirlo, but they became Pirlo lovers. Last year, I was alone to receive the shit of the people in the chat. But no. Pirlo out. But last year I defended Pirlo. This year I defend Allegri. But one season. Attenzione. Because if this year you had Ronaldo leaving, that was not replaced. If this year you had 125 injuries. If this year Rabiot was not performing, okay. If this year it was the first year and you made some mistakes, okay. But I'm Juventus, We are at Juventus. 1 year. L'anno prossimo, next season. Now you know the team. There are no big surprises. Ronaldo will not go away. He already gone. No excuses, No excuses. Beppe, my friend, I have a question for you. When do you think Juventus will again change this very strange club crest? This one? Hopefully not. uh, this crest is 5 years old now on our jersey. Not a fan of the club's current crest. But I don't believe they will do it now. They will do it one day. When I did the tattoo, I knew, because in their history of Juve, you have cycles. So of course they will change it. When? Not now. Not now. Ciao Ronaldo! He's back! Cristiano Ronaldo! Giorgio Chiellini, pay attention, ne mangia. He's saying Giorgio Chiellini announced he's going to leave Italian national team al Italia Argentina at Wembley. Is going to be his final game. Could also leave Juventus on a free in June. Yeah. Fabrizio. Today, mamma mia. No, it's true. It's correct. We knew. Of Italy, we knew already. It's a pity that he can't go to the World Cup. He really wanted to do that. I would be sad. I would be really sad. Correct that he leaves. But you know that at the moment there is nobody that, with the qualities of Chiellini. The problem is that Chiellini is doing 15 games a season. All Sweden. Thank you, my friend. I don't understand why we can't bring Zinedine Zidane. But it's easy. Thank you for the donation, my friend. It's quite easy why you can't bring in Zinedine Zidane. And Nemanja already gave a part of the answer. Zinedine Zidane is a coach that started at Castilla, the second team. It's a bit the under 23 from Juve, but then from Real Madrid. He started there. No, it's not true. He started as a vice coach of Ancelotti for 1 year, I believe. Then he went to Castilla for 1.5 seasons or something like that. And then he went to the first team. He was called there in the first team. And he did amazing job with 3 Champions League in a row. He won La Liga and so on. Then he stopped the break because he doesn't like too much. It's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure day in, day out. At clubs like Real Madrid, you have the pressure whatever you do. Pressure. And he doesn't want it like that. He went back to Real Madrid. He did well again. There were some contacts with Juve. But he was not 100% sure immediately. He wants one day, because there are 2 targets in his mind. The first one is the French national team, and the second one is Juve. After Real Madrid, these are the teams that he really wants to coach. La France and Juve. But the problem is that Didier Deschamps will probably stop after the World Cup with France. And that's the moment when Zinedine Zidane can take over. And that's also why when there were some talks and rumors about Zidane to Juve, he was asking for 2 years. But Agnelli understood really well that if you want to open a new cycle of win with Juventus, if you want to start building and rebuilding a Juve, you needed more than 2 years. Because the first year would have, and probably Cristiano Ronaldo would have stayed at Juve instead of with Allegri, would have stayed at Juve. So you would not even be able to buy a player like Vlahovic and so on and so on. So I think it was the really wrong timing of a Zidane only for 2 years until the French national teams was free. He would have done nothing at Juve. And that's sad for Zinedine Zidane. Then Zinedine Zidane, he will stay 4 years, 8 years at Real Madrid, and maybe he will come then with La France, and then he will probably come to Juve. Who knows? Maybe yes, maybe it's just a dream and he will never join. And it's not just bring Zidane. You know, there is always 3 parties that have to agree. And you also have the wife of Zidane, Veronique. Veronique, she doesn't like Torino. She likes Madrid. It is what it is. Guys, I'm tired. Zidane said that he wanted to step back from coaching for a while. Also, because I said when there is too many pressure, he prefers to go a bit away. I don't know if you are all put a maximum of like. We have 211. Good. Not great. Because a lot of people entered left. But now I'm tired. I also saw Robin. When Robin van der Voort is saying good night, we have to go to bed. I need to eat. I'm tired, but I'm super happy for the win of Juve. Mamma mia. 250 legends still on the channel. Jules 99 is there as well. Wait, because I saw a comment from you. Ciao Beppe, defending Allegri is the only way. Do anyone really want to have a different manager every year? I don't think so. It's like Wenger out movement. Trolls keep piling up the same hashtag as it's in. Oh, but it's a trend, of course. Now I understand. I understand that this season, and especially for me, because when you are online, you write a thing, then you close, you go to bed, you don't care. But for me, it's hard. Because you put your face and you have to do a watch along where you're watching the game, and it's not a beautiful Juve. So I understand. What I don't understand is because you're pissed off because we won. And no. Right? If you suffer, at least be happy that we won. But people are scared because we win. Then Allegri will stay and he will offer the same. No, it's not that. Guys, if today we lose, we are scared, we collapse, we lose that top 4, and what's happening then? What's happening? You are not attractive for new players, you don't have the money because you're losing a lot of money, and the project, instead of going faster, it will going really slow. So never support against your team, and because Allegri would have stayed. Guys, think logically. If we are out of Champions League, okay? If you are out of Champions League, how many million do you lose? How difficult will the mercato be? Do you think that that's the time where you will dismiss Allegri with 3 years of contract still to pay his salary and find another coach that will earn 10 million a year? Guys, seriously. Probably it's even more. It makes even more sense to dismiss Allegri if you go into Champions League because you have the money than otherwise. The thing. But tomorrow is Champions League. Yeah, let's speak about Champions League. Mamma mia, what games? Because you know that I don't really care anymore. But what are the games of tomorrow? Tomorrow we have Manchester City, Real Madrid. Mamma mia. And then Liverpool, Villarreal. Mamma mia. Okay. A small poll, just to see if you guys ball or not. Tomorrow. So tomorrow, UCL. They are playing where? In Manchester. So City, draw, or Real. It's just tomorrow, huh? Not speaking about the qualification. Huh? Small poll before saying good night. Who wins tomorrow? City, draw, or Real? I will tell you later. No, I didn't see what Gazzetta posted, Dino. Let me check. Meanwhile that you are voting, let me check. Did you tag me? Probably, yes. Is it here? No. Can you tag me, Dino? Or someone? Because I don't see it. Yeah, I'm curious now. Now you make me curious. Let me put a bit of... Tag me, Dino, otherwise I will not be able to see it. Oh. Here. Here we are. Mamma mia, they will make me angry. So, you remember, or you don't remember. Gazzetta dello Sport, they said 2 days ago, after the game of Inter Roma, they said we will not speak about referees anymore until the end of the season, because it was before the game of Milan. They were sure that that Inter would win the Scudetto, that they would win the Coppa Italia. I didn't see it, Wait. Gazzetta dello Sport, 3 days later, Morata is making a foul of Kyriakopoulos. There are some doubts about the goal of Dybala. Here, the Moviola. These guys. Mamma mia. I was waiting for it. I was thinking maybe they would have waited a bit more. Maybe they would have waited like what a disaster. What a disaster. Gazzetta, they need to collapse. They need to go bankrupt. Mamma mia, this is a disaster. Tomorrow I will speak about that. I will bookmark it so that I don't forget it. What a shame. Mamma mia. Yeah, guys. When I tell you that my fight is against that against that misinformation. By the way, ciao, Mr. Dak. Pepe, I was the one that sent you the gif of me watching you on the TV. There was a steering wheel. Yeah, because then sometimes I don't know who it is. Grande, thank you, Mr. Dax. Thank you. Now it's over. Now I'm tired. They are really clowns, guys. I'm out of energy because I started really early to prepare the game and to do the watch-alongs. Tomorrow I will react. Wait for the video of tomorrow. Tomorrow I will react. The clowns, like Gazzetta, the clowns here. Not here. I have like this here. Clowns. Buonasera a tutti, buonanotte, ciao Mr. X, Ron Rusitano, David, it's Don Nader, Maximus, Bogdan. Buonanotte. 3 points more, one step closer to the qualification in Champions League that will change everything. Ciao, buonanotte. Thank you. Beppe, does your Telegram translate after the conference? Not after, NX, during the press conference. No, but not the post game, because I'm live. I'm not watching real time the post game of Allegri. I'm always watching the before, never after, because I'm here with you guys. Thank you. Forza Juve. Ciao, my friend.